All right.
I'll ask you. Okay. So, uh, name me some movies that inspire you as a person.
I would definitely say is Monsters. Monsters Inc. really inspired me because also number one is Monsters Inc. because Monsters University is the movie that I really was really inspired me the most because Monsters Inc. is a movie that really got me into loving movies. You know, like Monsters Inc. is a movie that really, because like Monsterverse is the number one favorite movie, like my second favorite movie. Because the reason why I say that is because I think Monsters Inc. is like one dimensional. Because you have Randall, Mike, and Sally only, and you have the little girl, only about the little girl. If you go with Monsters University, you have like 6 different genres of monsters. So it's like, let's say you have so many monsters coming through the way, and you have a lot of monsters who are in Monsters University, like Jossie the Kai, jocks. You got the jockey girls who are like the athletic, just do girl stuff. You have the monsters that are like very richy, like all the monsters who just have life is scaring and stuff. And you have the monsters that that really have a lot of like potential, but they just have heart because they don't scary, but they have heart. So if you just say like you have a heart, that's like, oh my gosh, Universe is a good movie. If I can say the second movie that really inspired me is definitely X-Men. X-Men United, because X-Men 2 was a movie that I really started watching growing up. When I was a kid, I started watching. I started going when I was going to my grandma's house. I started looking at the X-Men movie. And then when I came back from my grandma's house, I went to IKEA, and after I went to my house and started watching X-Men, looking at X-Men. I went to Back to Robins and stuff. So what happened is that when I watched it, I was like, oh my gosh, X-Men 2 is coming out, this and that. The third movie that really inspired me is definitely Shrek. And I would say the other one is Ice Age 1. Because Shrek 1 and Ice Age 1 are really good. Because even though they were one dimensional, it was just still like something you would want to see in your entire life. Like the movie like Ice Age 1 is really like, it has like a ghetto background. It has like a ghetto background because you have all the animations so like on like cartoonish. But if you go with Shrek 1, it's all cartoonish too, but it's very like real life-ish. So you have all those movies like all have the real life-ish things and stuff like that. So it's like everything you see in moderation is just so in competition. Like you have competition, and stuff like that. It's like you have this conspiracy of all these movies you see, and Teenage Ninja Turtles, for example. There's 4 green guys who just love to just be having fun, and that movie really inspires me too. But it doesn't inspire me that much because I have more like faith for Monsters Inc. and Shrek and X-Men because those movies are like, whoosh, you know. So that's why I say to myself that Monsters Inc. is a movie that has a lot of potential. Monsters University has a lot of potential in these movies because you have a prequel. Like when I went to the computer, I used to go to the computer very often. I used to watch this movie very often. Like I always watch it 1,000 times. I went to a couple on DVD, and I would once be so worried that the X-Men 2 movie I had, like I wanted the 2 special edition of X-Men 2, and I was so worried that they were gonna run out because I was just scared. I was scared to death, man. I was scared as heck. Because it's like Monsters Inc. came out. It's like everybody has like this potential. Like Monsters Inc. is something. X-Men is something too. When the X-Men 2 movie came out, I was so cool. And then when I got it for Christmas, I was just like all the way good. But then when I got emotional about it, my mom was like, "You gotta stop crying because you're like 19 years old and stuff." I was 19 years old at that time when it came out. So,
What do you think girls like from a guy?
well, especially mean to me is that a girl like from a guy is just to be very, very faithful. Just be very, very like potential. Have like something you like. It's not about talent. It's not about looks. It's about being who you are. Because when I get a job one day, I really, really want to like. Not really want, because I don't think you should use the word want. Saying I want this, I want that. Because when you use the word want, it's kind of rude using the word want. Saying I want faith. There's a lot of girls in the world likes to be a guy with a guy who's just faithful. Have a lot of Molly skills, have a lot of talent skills, all this stuff. Because every girl you see in the world, like a lot of types of girls. There's Australians, there's black girls, there's African Americans, there's Dominican girls, there's all types of girls, there's light skinned girls, all those girls in the world you see. It's just like always coming through the way it's supposed to be. Because girls are like pretty cool, like when you see a girl like you meet, it's like you have potential, you have the faith in it. So any girl that comes in your life, you have to be proud of it. Because I'm not gonna talk about stuff like that are negative. Negative's not good. So I was saying to myself that we have to say I had a girlfriend before me. It was really good, and we had a lot of good times, and that's all I gotta say about that. And that's good. So what I was gonna say is good thing is that it was positive. in my relationship with my ex-girlfriend. You know, it was really good. So that's all I gotta say. It was good, pronto, awesome. But the thing I wanted to say is that when you get a girlfriend in your life, you have to be faithful with her. You have to love her for who she is. You have to love her for who she likes to be with and who she likes to be with you, because someone like that is just, if you just dump her and start dating another girl and start doing all this stuff, cheat on her, doing all this stuff, you know, all the Maury shows, they start having twins or start having stuff like that. Sometimes just twins that just keep doing all this stuff, you know, just do like all the things they want to do. Oh, I want to just be with a girl like this. They wanted to have like 5 girlfriends, 6 girlfriends. No, I've been one girl. I don't mind having 5 female friends, 5 girl best friends, like sister girlfriends. That'd be great, because then I'll have the potential to be with those girls and start thinking about songs in my head that just really bring me to success. And I'm still friends with that girl who was my ex-girlfriend, so we're good. We're in good terms. We're in awesome terms. I'm not gonna say anything bad, because bad is not good. I want something positive. Something positive, that's all I'm gonna say. But the thing is, we have to make things positive in life while being with a girl, being with a woman, being with all these stuff. You have to make it successful. Anything you do, because you know what, being in a relationship is going to be very difficult for you. Because if you've been married for 14 years, 10 years, 20 years, 16 years, you have to be there for them. Yeah, even if you have kids one day, you have to be there for them too. Think about it. I was watching this like marriage show on marriage advertisements on Instagram, and I saw this girl named Claire from American Salmano who was like, oh my gosh, she was talking about how much she's married for 10 years, all this stuff. It's crazy. You have to understand, there's a lot of people who are in love, and love to be in love for a reason. And you have to say, everybody has their differences. And we have different on good for you. That's good to say, Michelle. That's good for you. And you have to say, there's a lot of things you have to say that are good. Next question. Okay, Monsters Inc. Monsters University. Those movies were really good, you know? You gotta think about all those monsters all those actors who really were rejected many times. All these actors like Billy Crystal, John Goodman, Jeffrey Tilly, all like Steve Buscemi. All these actors have been rejected for the acting industry, for all the music industry, all these industries they've been rejected, because you have to think about all the rejections they had in life. All the monsters have been rejected all in life. All the monsters that had all those potentials and potentials. It just comes true. It comes true. You have to say there's no way that people, it's like this, it's like this, all those stuff. And when you say like monsters, like all those stuff, they're all black, they're all like dressed in black, all like beasts, like all, you know, just all like, you know. But at the same time, you have to have those monsters be in your life and say there is no way that monsters like that can have a lot of potential. Potential is what it is. Potential is what monsters have. And you know, think about Justin and Kai. They got disqualified because they cheated. They don't care if they cheat. They don't care if they want to cheat. They want to just be happy. They just want to win matches. And I'm sure once they won, Johnson got won 5th place or something, 2nd place. They got potential. They kept winning and winning. But you know, they cheated. They keep cheating all the time. Cheating is not a good thing. And then when you cheat, and then it's like it's a sequel to cheats. When all those monsters like Justin can cheat, and you have Big Red just keeps putting all the advantage on all those monsters like Percy, Omar, George, and Dirk, all these people together, it's not good. You got the purple monster who has one eye. Percy just likes to party and just likes to do all this thing. You got the Big Red monster, not talking about Kane, but the big monster, Big Roy, who's just so big, just like, oh, the big guy, I just love to be, I'm on a light, I at my head all the way. I want to be the Johnson and Kai type. I want to jump through. I want to just fight. I want to win for my team. That's something you don't want to do with that monster. And then you have George. He just think about Monsters Inc.
So, tell me about America's Top Model.
That show is really a good show. Like, I started watching it for a very long time, since I was like 11 years old, but I used to hate it because like the problems I really hated about it, because I used to watch a lot of wrestling. So like when I'm like woman, I have a lot of women in my family, so that's why I have a lot of feminines in my life. So it's like you have a lot of people that just keep telling you that America's Almost a Girls Show, and I can tell you that Season 24 has been one of the best seasons in the world. You have all the girls, you have the oldest competitors, you have the one oldest competitor named Erin, who's 42 years old and she's never been successful as she is before. And you have all the competitors that have a lot of, you have a plus size model named Katarina that has a lot of potential because she is like plus size, even Liz is plus size. pink hair girl, and I think she's gonna like really make it through a sales through the next one maybe for a long while. I don't know how long, but you don't know what's gonna happen. I started making like some journals. I have a journal. I have a whole Christmas that my sister gave me. And I would like. I would start writing down all the things that I would do. You know, start writing down all the things what I would talk about. So all the things I would, who's eliminated first, eliminated second, all that stuff. You know what's gonna happen in the show. Like thinking about prequels and movies, prequels and shows. It's like you know what's gonna happen. So all you see in those shows is like everything's just moderation for moderation every year. You know, it's just model promo girls, all the stuff, all the girls you just see on the internet, and all the 5-star model, commercial model, agency, you name it, all the stuff. All that stuff you see is just pretty cool. And you see all those people just really love to sell their products, sell advertising. You see everywhere in the world is so beautiful. You go to Music Montreal, Red Rouge Bar. You have all those clubs. You have Club A Boom, all those clubs in the world that have a lot of advertising places. So everything you see in these places are just really in a really good way, and you just love it. You just love to be here. You just love to be in a world full of advertising places. You know, like. All those promotional places they have is like there's like works places, there's fashion, there's all about anybody likes to work anywhere, like a clothes store, anywhere like that. It's just pretty cool, you know. Montreal's a beautiful place. Yes, it's beautiful for other people. A lot of conspiracy music, you know. My type of music I love is rap, hip hop, R&B, trap, urban music, Indian rock, indie rock. Pop, all the music you see in this type of genre is pretty cool. You have a lot of genres, jazz, you have like all the things you see in the back in the 60s. They had Stevie Wonder, they had Madonna, they had it like a lot of Cyndi Lauper or all these artists you see, Prince, Michael Jackson, all these people. They just really like relate. I relate to these people because they have like so much love to be in the States and just love to be having places that love to be in a world full of love. You know, just love. You know, you need love for music. Music is full of love. Music is full of something you need to do. Hip hop is a music that I really grew up with. I grew up with a family that listened to a lot of gospel music, but my grandma used to listen to like Creole, like Compass music, like Creole, Compass, gospel. And my mom used to listen to like Creole, something like that. And my sister used to listen to a lot of like R&B, hip hop. That's my type of music. That's the music I grew up listening to. It's in my blood. Hip hop, R&B, rap. That's my blood now. You know what I mean? Like that's the music I grew up. Like Cisco, Drew Hill, Jinwen, Brian McKnight, Tyrese Gibson, Tank, Casey and JoJo, Fantasia. Madonna, Brandy doesn't count because she's pop. Pink, all these artists I listen to. That's the music that I love to listen to. I understand that people have happiness, and my ambition is just to like start to like get a job, work hard. I'm just really successful. I'm getting so much success in life. I'm almost like I'm starting to like get on time. I'm starting to feel calm. I'm starting to feel like a different person I used to be last year. Now 2018 is like my year, man. Like 2018 is gonna come through with an awesomeness. Get ready.